Welcome back to the Chicago Bears franchise, guys. Our Bears return home on a 2-game winning streak. This week, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in town, led by Jameis Winston and a stud group of wideouts. Our defense will definitely have their hands full this week, and Trubisky and the boys will have to beware of Gerald McCoy and Lavonte Davis. It should be a great matchup. First quarter action, Jameis with the deep drop, and he hits his big tight end O.J. Howard across the middle. He turns upfield, spins, and picks up 30. A few plays later, Jameis goes back to the air, tries to hit Deshaun Jackson on the outside, but he steps out of bounds. Incomplete pass, forcing a fourth down. Canzero comes on to try a 60-yard field goal. It's up and falls short. No good. Bears with great field position. Trubisky drops back, and here comes Lavonte Davis on the blitz. He chased down Mitch and gets the sack. Then on second and long, Trubisky with a 3-step drop. It hits Gabriel over the middle. The speedy wideout cuts upfield and picks up 15. Then on third down, Trubisky drops back and hits A-Rob on the slant. He sheds a tackle and picks up the first down. New set of downs for the Bears. Trubisky with the deep drop. And he hits Tariq Cohen coming out of the backfield for 9. A few plays later, Trubisky continues his hot streak, throwing a bullet to Gabriel for the first. Then Mitch goes back to the air and hits Robinson over the middle. He catches it and fumbles. But Cohen is Johnny on the spot and recovers it. 2 plays later, Mitch tries to keep the option right, but gets shut down for a 5-yard loss. Drive was stalled. Parkey comes on to kick the field goal, but pushes it right. No good. Tampa takes over. Winston goes play action. And hits Deshaun Jackson on a check down. He spins upfield and gets the first. Then Jones takes the handoff, cuts back, breaks 2 tackles, and fights ahead for 7. Then on second down, Jacquizz Rodgers takes the counter up the middle and gets stuffed by the defense. Third and short for the Bucs. Winston with the play action, but watch out. Khalil Mack lowers the boom. The Bucs are forced to punt. Bears offense back on the field. Jordan Howard takes the handoff, cuts it back, gets hit, and would stay down. Howard would miss the rest of the game. Then on second down, Cohen in the backfield. Trubisky drops back, steps up in the pocket, tries to scramble out, but gets sacked by Noah Spence. Third and long for the Bears. Trubisky drops back, rolls to his left, sets his feet, and throws it downfield to Gabriel, but the play gets blown up by Lavonte Davis. Bears forced to punt. And Tampa Bay would come out throwing. Winston with the play action. It hits Jackson on the outside. Fuller takes a bad angle. Jackson turns upfield, spins, and jukes to get a huge gain. 2 plays later, Winston hits Rodgers on the screen. He follows his blockers and takes a huge hit from Mack, but gets the first. 3 plays later, Winston drops back, loads up, and throws it to Howard in the end zone, but it falls incomplete. Bucs settle for 3. Bears look to get things going. Cohen takes the sweep outside and picks up 9 yards. Then on third and short, Mitch drops back. He has Robinson wide open, but tries to force a pass into Miller and is picked off by Smith. Another INT for Trubisky this season. Tampa looks to capitalize. Jones takes the counter, tries to turn upfield, but gets stuffed by the monsters of the midway. 2 plays later, Winston with the quick drop, moves to his right and hits Humphries on the left. He sheds the Callahan tackle, turns upfield, and picks up the first down. 2 plays later, Rodgers takes the handoff, finds some space on the left, spins, and gains 9. Then Jones takes the handoff up the middle, stops, and fights ahead. First and goal, Buccaneers. Next play, Winston looks to go to the air. He rolls right, but Khalil Mack is there to get his second sack on the day. Then on third down, Winston sets up the screen for Rodgers again. He tries to take it wide, but Callahan makes the tackle. Bucs settle for another field goal. Bears look to get on the board. Trubisky drops back and hits Gabriel over the middle. He spins and picks up 6. Then Mitch goes back to the air and hits Taylor on the drag. He spins upfield and gets another first down. Next play, Mitch continues his hot hand and hits A-Rob over the middle for an 8-yard pickup. Then Mitch from the gun drops back, hits Cohen on the angle route, and he picks up another Bears first. The drive would continue. Mitch with the deep drop, and look at the touch on the pass to Burden. He fights ahead to the 2-yard line, but the drive would stall, and Parkey is on to kick the chip shot field goal, getting the Bears on the board 6-3. 50 seconds left in the half. Winston with the deep drop tries to move away from the rush, but mama, there goes that man. Khalil Mack gets his 3rd sack on the day. And that will send us to the half. It's been an offensive struggle. The red zone woes continue for the Bears, and their defense is the only thing keeping them in the game. Buccaneers start the third, throwing. Winston goes play action, turns around, and he meets Eddie Goldman for the sack. Then on third and long, Winston with the deep drop looks to hit Jackson on the outside and is almost picked off by the rookie Roquan Smith. Tampa forced to punt. Bears take back over. Trubisky drops back and hits Burton on the drag. He gets upfield and gains 9. 2 plays later, Mitch drops back and hits Gabriel wide open in the middle of the field for a 10-yard pickup. 2 plays later, Mitch goes back to the air and throws a gorgeous touch pass to Turbo Gabriel on the sideline for 25. What a pitch and catch. Bears inside the red zone. Trubisky goes back to the air, rolls to his right, turns the corner, avoids a buck, turns upfield, and they won't catch him. Mitchell Trubisky takes it to the house. Bears take the 10-6 lead. After a Tampa punt, it's third and long for the Bears. Trubisky drops back and hits Burton on the outside. He turns upfield and gets the first. 2 plays later, Trubisky with the quick drop and hits Robinson on the slant for 10 yards. Third and long for Chicago. Mitch goes back to the air and hits Cohen coming out of backfield. Turns on the speed and he gets the first. It's 2nd and 11 for the Bears. Mitch drops back and hits his favorite target, Taylor Gabriel, for 8. 2 plays later on 4th down, Cohen takes the handoff up the middle and gets stuffed by the Buccaneers. Turnovers on down. Bucs look to regain the lead. Winston drops back and connects with Mike Evans over the middle. That would be his first catch on the day. Then Winston goes back to the air, hitting Howard up the seam. He gets popped by Roquan Smith, and it's a fumble. Adrian Amos recovers. Bears take over. And Chicago looks to milk the clock. Mitch keeps the option right, gets the corner, makes a nice little juke, and gains 7. Then on 3rd down, Trubisky drops back and hits Burton across the middle, and he gets the first down. 2 plays later, Mitch goes back to the air, stands tall in the pocket, and hits Robinson on the slant. He avoids the tackle, turns upfield, and picks up 25. Next play, Cohen takes the handoff. He sheds 2 tackles, finds a lane, and is gone. Tariq Cohen goes 25 yards to the house, extending the Bears' lead to 11. Next Tampa Bay possession, Rodgers takes the delay, finds some space, puts a move on Jackson, and picks up 12. 2 plays later, Winston drops back, tries to throw the out, and is picked off by Prince Amukamara, and he is gone. The Prince takes the pick 6 back 40 yards to the house. Bears up 23-6. And that's how the game would end. The Bears extend their winning streak to 3 games, winning 23-6. Mitch finishes 25 of 40 for 272 and an interception, but he did have that rushing touchdown. On the ground, Cohen carried the rock 13 times for 41 yards and a score. Out wide, Taylor Gabriel led the way with 9 grabs for 96 yards. Allen Robinson chipped in with 7 grabs for 78 yards. And on defense, Khalil Mack feasted on the Buccaneers' offensive line. He finished with 3 sacks. And big shout out to Prince Amukamara. He had the pick 6 that sealed the game. Well, our Bears go into the bye week 3-1. In the next video, we'll look at the draft class and see how we can improve this team. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. And don't forget, hit those links down in my description and follow your boy on Twitter, IG, and Facebook at BigCGatGame. And we'll talk in the bye week. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air and bear down. Peace.